That is the wonderful way that we say, my dog has fleas. Good morning. Sing the word, TJ McCormick. Not enough sleep in the night, but I'm going to do this just because. And today we're going to do two songs. First one's going to be Heal Their Land. I'll better do it in this key. If my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray and seek their face and turn from their wicked ways, seek my face by the way, then I will hear from heaven and will forgive their sin and heal their land. Yes, I will heal their land. If my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven and will forgive their sin and heal their land. Yes, I will heal their land. Heal their land. Yes, I will heal their land. Heal their land. Yes, I will heal their land. Well, that was a little bumpy re-entry there, but I am glad to share that song. And now we're going to learn what that means. Let's see. There we go. It is not those who are healthy who need a physician, but those who are sick. But go and learn what this means. I desire compassion and not sacrifice. I did not come to call the righteous, but sinners. Yes, I came to call sinners. It is not those who are healthy who need a physician, but those who are sick. But go and learn what this means. I desire compassion and not sacrifice, for I did not come to call the righteous, but sinners. Yes, I came to call sinners, but sinners. Yes, I came to call sinners, but sinners. Yes, I came to call sinners. Well, good morning. TJ McCormick was Sing the Word. I got two songs on a Friday morning. A little late because I decided I've been working too hard. I wanted to sleep in. But the first song is Ah. People, if we are not praying this prayer for our United States of America, don't worry. Just start praying this prayer for our United States of America. This is our land. This is the land that God gave us. And if we're not praying this prayer, then we, we've given up the rights of this land to be God's land. We have given up the right to assert our God-given authority to have God intervene in this crazy place we call the United States of America. And this was actually written for the country of Israel. Okay. But guess what? We're God's kids now. So any country that God's kids live in, that is God's country. So here we are. If my people who are called by my name, if you're following Christ, if you are believing in God, Jehovah, Yeshua, Hamashiach, if any of this is ringing true, this is the promise that God, and these are God's words, it's translated by the prophet. If my people who are called by my name, there's going to be 4 things, okay? Humble, pray, seek, and turn, okay? If they humble themselves, and again, we have a anti-humble vaccine or something. I don't know what's going on with the Christian community, but sometimes they're not humble. The humility has somehow been left off of the Christian, to-do list. But humility is the big one, because you come to God with any arrogance, pride, self-assuredness, and you're gonna be left to yourself. You're not gonna have God come in, because God hates pride. God hates pride. There's no other way to put it. Humble themselves. Pray. Humble. Pray. Talk to God. You don't have to have a thee, thou, oh Lord prayer. I mean, get real. Just tell him what's on your mind, on your heart. I don't like this. I don't like that. And pray. As the prayer continues, and this is my experience, you're going to see that your stuff is going to start becoming God's stuff. The stuff that you think is important might not be so important in the light of what God's light is illuminating in your life. So, seek my face, turn from their wicked ways. So, if you're seeking God, it'll be really easy to not do stupid, wicked things. Okay? That's pretty easy. Then I will hear from heaven. That is like, what do you mean you'll hear from heaven? Aren't you God? You are God. And something's going to happen in heaven that we don't know about, but I will hear from heaven. God's going to hear maybe it's the cries, maybe it's the pleadings. I don't know, but something's going to happen in heaven when you pray. And I'm sorry, but unfortunately we had that every time you hear a bell ring, an angel gets its wings. Okay, so there is direct causation between what we are doing and what is happening in heaven. Now that is crazy. That is amazing. But there is that direct causation, and God says, I will hear from heaven and will forgive their sin and heal their land. All right. I could stay there all day, but we got another song to talk about. And this other song that I need to talk about is Learn What This Means. Now, the Pharisees, the religious, smart guys, were noticing that Jesus was eating and drinking with sinners. People that the Pharisees kind of thought, man, these guys are, they're not doing the stuff that they should be doing because they're not doing what we're telling them to do. So all of a sudden you got this group of rabble-rousing, beer swilling, people who are, ignoring the laws of God in their minds. And they're hanging out with Jesus. And they're kind of mumbling and grumbling. And so if you go back to Matthew 9:12, you'll see kind of the setup for this. But the gist of this song is Jesus replies, and here he goes. It is not those who are healthy who need a physician, but those who are sick. He's like dropping truth on them in a way that is unbelievably, I mean, I don't want to say sarcastic, but I don't think Jesus meant this as sarcastic. But if I was given these words to say, I might tend to be a little sarcastic. But Jesus, I don't think he was. I think Jesus was flat out just telling them, it is not those who are healthy who need a physician, but the ones who are sick. Now, the next part is, but go and learn what this means. That's the name of the song. And I like that. Jesus is telling him, learn what this means. I desire compassion and not sacrifice, for I did not come to call the righteous, but sinners. And it's not part of the verse. I said, yes, I came to call sinners. But Jesus is telling him, learn what this means. I desire compassion and not sacrifice. I desire compassion and not sacrifice. God is telling them they don't need to give up stuff and sacrifice them. He wants people with hearts turned towards him. And this is just kind of in conjunction with this whole idea of compassion, humility, love, just getting away from yourself and doing stuff for others. I did not come to call the righteous. I didn't come to call the people who already knew that they were righteous, living right lives, because those aren't people that I can deal with. I can deal with people who know they are sinners. I can deal with people who know that they need help. And the people who don't need help, the people who are walking around like, well, I don't need no doctor, I'm fine. Man, that just put it perfectly. It is not those who are healthy who need a physician, but those who are sick. Are you sick? I'm definitely sick. And I am TJ McCormick with Sing the Word, and I want to admonish you to sing hymns, psalms, spiritual songs. Sing with grace in your hearts. Admonish one another. So I'm admonishing you to admonish other yous in your life. But I want you to love God with all your heart, soul, mind. Let's get this land healed. And it starts with compassion. It doesn't start with trying to be some silly righteous person, because righteousness, right living, comes from compassion. That's what Jesus said. I'm not making this stuff up here. That's what Jesus says. That's what the Word of God says. And it's Friday. Oh, I got a great thing tonight. I'm going to be in a concert. I get 20 minutes of Red's room time, and I'm the last guy, so I'm probably going to get gypped out of a few. No, I'm just kidding. I hope that I get to enjoy that. And I hope you get to enjoy it too. I'm going to post the link on this video just so you'll have it. God bless you, and see you tonight or see you Monday.